Well, I'm starting with this regular size canvas, 800 by 1000. So I was going to explain about this pen tool. This right here, you can click and drag, and then click and drag to draw out these lines. And you can keep add more onto this, and then go a little bit there and a little bit there, one there, one there, one there, and then click this to close it. So you got that circle there on the side of it, that's to close it. Now if you want to adjust it, you can go with this conveyor point and this, so you can adjust these lines on it, like this, like there, and this I'm going to adjust to right there. And if you want to make them like get both sides out, and this, get both sides out. And if you want to move it, you have to go up here to this one. You can see this one is the direct selection tool. So if you use direct selection tool, then you can use it to give the shape and relocate these nodes. Like I'm going to put this node here, make like a pot. And then this won't adjust these lines unless they're sticking out. They have to be sticking out, or else you'd have to use that other part to change that. Like this right here. Use this to drag those out. And you can't move it until you use this. Say these two tools here, this one and this one, help you reshape everything. Now I'm going to go make this a longer one. And move this in here, and you can adjust it as long as these handles are out. Like this one only has one handle on it. The other handle is missing, so I use this to get both handles out. These lines, for how long it is, that's showing how long you want to make this line here. Like if it goes past another dot, then it go way out there, like way out there. That's the length of the line for what you're controlling. Then if you want to move one of these is just by itself, like make it a corner, edit, undo, change, edit, step back. You can just select this, move this in there, and then bring this up to make it a corner. And same way here. Since it's like that, I'll just do this. Move it in. Now I can move it down to be like a bottom corner. So I go with a tall vase, and then I can adjust this. This gives me control. Otherwise, it just controls both sides. You just can't really separate it unless you separate it with this. Didn't want to move that one like that. And then you can see when you're doing this is that I go with this path. Now, if I like this shape and I want to copy this shape, I can save it as a shape. Like this is a shape. I just right click on those shows shapes, but I can do edit, transform path. I guess that might be it. Scale. Then make selection, define shape. Okay, define custom shape will let you add it to those others. Like right here. This these are the shapes. Like it I did one earlier of a cauldron, so I can just add the cauldron in whenever I want. That was basically what I was just playing with. When I'm doing this, I can add these, change the colors on these. Like right here, it's got the black, and I make it like this color and click OK. There. And with the, you can do special effects with this right here, and use stroke and make this line black. And this sets it to 3 pixels. 3 pixels would be okay. And this right here, you can see this line. When it's not selected, you don't see it. I mean, this line in here. As you have a choice of where you position you want it. Like stroke says the outside line. We go with inside line or center. So this is centered on the line. And when we select this, you would get this highlight off of there. So when you got that, you can change the nodes, move them around, and the line goes with it. I'm going to get this other direct. See, they're here. Supposed to be. It's not supposed to be moving just one. There, might have it now. See. Now, if you want to add a node, you use add anchor point. And you can give it more shape. And then add anchor point. 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 So you just keep going with it. Make it into whatever shape you want. And possible, just select this area here. See if I can do that. Yep. So you can select the group. It's just playing around with it. So that's basically how you work with it, and you see that you can do that. So you can create a bunch of stuff like that. These are masks. Over here, this is a mask. So if you delete this layer, that part of the layer that you're just deleting the color, but you also delete what's in the color. Or if you delete the mask, everything turns that color. Oh, apparently that did okay. Now just I guess the Easter Island head would be more of a gray. So when you do this is pretty much just flat colors inside. And in order to do anything, you'd have to do it with a brush, and then it's not part of this. So if you resize this, you won't be able to do anything else with it. Like this shape right here, just see if I can duplicate. Nope. Probably duplicate it here. Nope. Can't duplicate it there. Let's try red. And show and hide other layers. Then I can select this area, I guess. I can select it. Block transparency from this. That wouldn't work. I just have to do this, select this. Can't select it either. Oh, just copy it. Edit. Copy merged. Then start a new layer. Edit. Paste. So this is just an image of this. When you want to do something like shade this area, you would have to use something like this. You put it on top, make sure it is centered and everything. And then you lock this layer so that you paint inside of it. And select this, then select inverse. And delete the black lines around it. So now we have this where we can paint, and it's like a really large brush. Let's do like this. See, it's so. So right now, this shape means everything to this. See, if you don't have it, you don't have the lines around it. And now if you move something on here, it won't stay the same. So this is just for if you want to do line art and stuff. And this part right here could be transparent. Let's see, get this right here and edit, fill, and select it. And then this is would be black. Edit, fill, it won't fill. So if I was going to make another one, I do it over here, edit, it's still on this layer, edit, fill. Just fill it with this color. And then on another layer, use black, edit, stroke, 3 pixels, and outside. So this is this version of it. So this is just playing around and learning more about the pen tool and what you can do with it. This right here is notes for tools. You see my name here, author is Archie A. Chips. It tells the fonts and everything, so I can add notes. This is the pen tool. This is filling the shape. And use stroke. And then I can, and has stroke, style. And this is spelled wrong. Okay. There. So it tells you stuff about things in art. So you can leave these little notes in here and click on it so you can explain what's going on here. Okay, this is the eyedropper, or to pick up the colors. Has color sampler so that it leaves these nodes here to tell you what's in these, and they seem to never go away if you use them. See, they're still there. See, they stay there. When you zoom in like this is a grabber tool to grab the screen and move it around. And this is the magnifying glass. If you double click, you see 100%. You double click on this, you see full picture. This is 100%. No matter how big the picture is, you're going to see 100%, and that's what people see online. So, I guess that explains the pen tool, the shape tool, this tool to help with the nodes. I wonder if this sort of like, you won't do these, will it? Yep, it does. So you can edit these shapes in here. So even though there are shapes in there, they can be moved around and stuff. This selects an area that you can grab and move. Where this overlap is, it adds a separate, like this right here. I'm going to overlap up here. Now you can see where this is crossing over right here. And I'll select this. See, it's crossing over right here. It's transparent here because it's overlapping. But when it's not overlapping, it's just filling in. That's overlap. Now if I was to go this way, it would separate this area here. See, now it's just a shape. It's not going to overlap and remove areas like that. So I guess that's enough for the pen tool. And you already know what the text tool is like. Dog. We can always correct spelling. Yeah, that's it. I don't save a lot of stuff that I do. But I guess I could, since I spend a lot of time in some of the things that I've done. Okay, I guess that's it for now.